a lot of their action runs through the front court.
You're exactly right, B.A., and I think that's where the game's going to ultimately be decided. I mean, we have to see which set of these bigs is going to impose their will, not just offensively, but defensively, too.
Looking at the starting five for the Dallas Mavericks. D'Angelo Russell is out there with Thompson. Then there's Derek Lively. Then there's Davis.
And that gets us rolling. Whew. What a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Here's Thompson following the score by Atlanta. And stolen by Porzingis. And a fast break now for the Hawks. Here's Daniels, defended by Thompson. There's Young with the three. The Mavericks pull it in. Here's Davis, knocked away. And just about a minute into this first quarter, Daniels passes to Young. Puts up a deep three from beyond the arc and then some. Young's got 5 points. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Atlanta.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting two.
The free throw drops for Johnson. You know, when you think about how the Mavs play defense, so much depends on how they defend the point of attack. They've got great rim protection and rotations, but if they aren't stopping penetration, it's tough. And Johnson drops them both. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Outside Davis. Lively with a screen on Johnson. To the inside to win the run. And a slam dunk by Lively.
How about this? AD making the pass out of the pick and roll. That's a rare occasion because usually he's finishing.
Here's Rizachet. Outside Porzingis. Down low. Rizachet, no good. Davis, the pass to Russell. Thompson outside. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
To the paint. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And Young isn't just a scorer. He also takes pleasure in creating opportunities for others.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Russell, the pass to Davis. Russell against Young. Pass to Davis. Left side, Russell. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, you know, this is just who Russell is, in my opinion, guys. A very assertive and confident player who looks to score the ball as much as he can.
Now here's Johnson. Here's Porzingis. Shoots over Lively. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Johnson.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Lively against Porzingis. Thompson with a screen. Russell from outside. Atlanta with the rebound. Pass to Young. To the middle. Here's Johnson. The kick out to Young. Knocks down the triple. Young's got his third basket on the night right there.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Now here's Davis. Still without a bucket. Russell, that's good.
Well, I tell you, Russell looking very comfortable taking on aggressive defense and getting the job done. That's good focus on his part.
Here's Daniels. They're leading by 8. Pass to Rizachet. From downtown, another three for Atlanta.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
With the game on the line, Ice Trey is dangerous, man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I work too hard to be afraid of the moment. Brian?
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. It's great stuff there. Thank you. And so it's Dallas with it, following the score by Atlanta. Thompson outside. And he makes it on the layup.
You know, sometimes you forget about how big Clay is as a guard. I mean, he can take a hit and still finish shots down low.
Outside Porzingis. It's tipped. Davis against Johnson. Pass to Thompson. Now here's Davis. Thompson outside. Lively with it. Shot clock at 5. And here's Russell. Fires from deep. Count it. His 3rd and 5 attempts.
Boy, you look at D'Angelo Russell. He's got a sweet stroke. The lefty can knock it down from 3, but always seems to be playing at his pace, under good control.
Here's Daniels. No made baskets yet. And Young gets it to go.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Okongwu against Washington. Pass to Marshall. Outside Russell. There's a minute 54 left now in the first quarter. Exum passes to Washington. Just 4 to shoot. Pulls it. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. The Hawks lead by 9. Here's Krejci. Pass to Porzingis. Kennard outside. Oh, it's stolen. In transition, here they come. Here's Washington, and he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And that one drops for him. Porzingis has got his 2nd basket of the game.
It's really a challenge to keep Porzingis in check from mid-range. He's so tall and long, and he's got a great feel for the shot.
Washington drives in. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And he makes the first. Ricochet, he's checked in for Porzingis. The Mavericks making a switch here. And so Washington nails both of them. 44 seconds left to play in the first. Atlanta leading by 7. Here's Ricochet. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
They keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Soft touch off the glass.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Here's Krejci. He's scoreless. Pass to Okongwu. 1 second left. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. A big-time effort for Trae Young, providing a lot of energy for the Hawks. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Atlanta?
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
On the court right now for the Mavericks, we've got Washington. Dante Exum is out there with Najee Marshall. Then it's Daniel Gafford. Kennard with the rebound. The Hawks lead by 9. Pass to Ricochet.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
And so it's Dallas with it. Marshall passes to Gafford. Washington outside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. First one falls for him. So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses. Atlanta leading by 8. Pass to Krejci. Inside. To the middle. Here's Ricochet. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Marshall. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. To the inside. And the dunk by Gafford.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Picked up by Okongwu. Takes it inside. Kennard outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. Fires in the triple. And the Hawks lead by 11.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Washington. 5 points in the game. Gafford against Okongwu. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Washington. Takes the 3. Pass to Marshall. Washington a screen. And it's Marshall penetrating. Can't cash it in from close range. Atlanta leading by 11. Here's Rizachet. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Atlanta shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Shoot 2.
No good on that one. The Mavericks making a switch here. Christie's checked in. He hits the 2nd from the line. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Here's Marshall. No points so far. And Okongwu with the block. Here's Rizachet. Lets it go from 14. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Now here's Washington. 5 points in the game. Back to Exum. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Kennard outside. Pass to Krejci. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Picked up by Okongwu. To the paint. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Here's Marshall. To end the drought. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Nickeil Alexander-Walker picks one up.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. And he drops the first. So both teams making some changes here. So he gets them both. And here's Young. 13 points in the game. Pass to Okongwu. Back to Young from behind the arc. The rebound by Klay Thompson. Mavericks trail by 14. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that, it's pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel, we have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win now mode, Allie. Thank you. Washington's checked in for Marshall. And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. At one point, they led by 16. Porzingis sets a screen. Takes a three. Young misses. Mavericks trail by 11. Here's Washington. Oh, and Johnson with a block. On the push. Here comes Atlanta. Here's Daniels. Defended by Thompson. Pass to Young. From deep. Davis with a rebound.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Oh, Thompson buries the tray.
The blend of confidence and skill, beautiful to see. Thompson knew all he needed was the ball in his hands.
Outside Johnson. Back to Daniels. Porzingis with a screen on Thompson. Here's Daniels, defended by Thompson. Young from long range. Young missing again. Mavericks trail by 8. Here's Washington, and Washington powers it through.
Clever dribble move by Washington. Threw off the defender there.
Russell against Young. 4-3. Young with the signature tray.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Risache, he's checked in for the Hawks. There's a minute 54 left in the second. Back to Russell. Lively with a screen on Young. Down low. Lively's shot is off.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Johnson passes to Porzingis. Here's Young. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to be on Anthony Davis.
Like a lot of smaller guys, there's a real ferocity to Trae Young's game. He's willing to scrap to get what he wants.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Both shots good from the stripe.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
A minute 20 left in the first half. Russell, that's good.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Young with it. 18 points for him. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Now here's Davis. No points yet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Russell. Outside for Davis. Thompson outside. On the wing, Davis. Covered by Johnson. Offensive board. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Russell a screen on Porzingis. Thompson's shot is off. Johnson against Davis. Johnson passes to Young. Up and over Russell. Misses the jumper from the wing. And that'll do it for the first half of play. Atlanta on top, up by 11. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Trey, you've made it look easy so far.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Trae Young.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Risache and Johnson, they're the forwards. Trae Young out there with Dyson Daniels. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. So that's the Hawks 5. Well, Clark, the first 9 years of his career, he played mostly power forward. But over the last 3, Anthony Davis playing a lot of center.
And I think his game has become more focused on staying in the paint, which is where he's dominant. He's added tons of strength over the years. He's using that to his advantage. He's always been one of the special players in the league, in my opinion. And he's still one of the top 15 guys in the league for sure.
One of the most selfless stars in the game. Klay has no problem playing the role of distributor.
Atlanta leading by 7. Outside Johnson. Young looking for an opening. Pass to Porzingis. From 15 feet away. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Porzingis has got 6.
Well, you look at Porzingis, guys, and he's capable of scoring from anywhere. I mean, this guy's versatility really impressive.
Thompson finds Russell. To the middle. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Here's Johnson after the basket by Dallas. Here's Porzingis. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on Russell.
You know, all that size and length there. When Porzingis is using his body like this, I mean, it forces the defense to be aggressive.
Atlanta shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Porzingis.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Two minutes into the second half of play now. Thompson outside. Back to Russell. 6 to shoot. Pass to Lively. Porzingis grabs the board. The Hawks lead by 9. Nice move. And he lays it in.
So strong at the rim. That'll serve Daniels well here in this league.
And Russell's got the ball here for Dallas. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. 3D stretching the floor.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
Pass to Porzingis. There's the three. It's rebounded by Dallas. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Back to Russell. The three from Thompson. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 5 assists tonight.
Extremely dangerous from that range. That's Thompson's comfort zone right there.
Pass to Johnson. Lets the three fly. Lively grabs a miss. Lively's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. No problems knocking that one down. And now just a 2-point Hawks lead.
Hey, from a technical, mechanical standpoint, Klay Thompson has one of the purest jump shots you'll ever see.
Here's Risacher. Give him 8 points now. And there's the rejection. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. And you've got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Left side, Young. Ooh, pops the J after a cagey pass fake. Young's got 20 points.
Yeah, he can light up the stat sheet. Young really putting on a clinic.
Pass to Davis. Whoa! Can't outmuscle Davis inside.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Here's Daniels, defended by Thompson. Here's Young. And count it. 8 of 14 now. He's rolling.
It's great to see Young working off the ball. He's got the skill set to flourish in that kind of action.
Three-pointer. The rebound by Atlanta. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Daniels, guarded by Russell. Daniels passes to Young. Thompson with the block.
So disruptive. Thompson's defensive instincts are off the charts.
Just 5 on the clock. Johnson a screen on Russell. Daniels into the lane.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
And the first one at the line is good. Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. Kennard comes in for Young. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Russell. 11 points in the game. Pass to Washington. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Savvy play that time on the part of Washington. Got his man in an awkward position and then drew the foul.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
Shoot 2.
No good on the free throw. So for the Hawks, Alexander Walker comes in for Johnson, and Krejci subbed in for Daniels. And Dallas with a change here too. Gafford's checked in. And the second free throw is good. Here's Krejci. Yet to see a basket. Porzingis sets a screen with his first shot attempt. And Atlanta misses again. Mavericks trail by 5. Now here's Russell. 11 points in the game. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
You know, Russell's known for his scoring ability, but I like the fact that he's eager and hungry to continue to improve.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
Free throw is good from Russell. Good on the second, so he makes them both. Atlanta leading by 3. Krejci, the pass to Kennard. Here's Krejci, guarded by Russell. Okongwu has the open look, gets an open look, and hits it. Okongwu's got 8.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Left side, Russell. Pass to Gafford. And there's 1:38 left to play in the third quarter. Inside. And the dunk by Gafford.
I can't emphasize enough what reading is all about. That's seeing the game in front of you, another way to put it. Russell making a great choice for the assist there.
Here's Krejci. Still no points. Now Okongwu. To the inside. Here's Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, that's an easy throw down for him. The rim might as well be 8 feet tall when you're as long as he is.
Exum outside. Pass to Marshall. Washington outside. Clock at 6. Misses from short range. The Hawks lead by 5. Krejci, the pass to Alexander Walker. And he throws it down with one hand.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Here's Alexander Walker. Drains the triple. Alexander Walker's got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Outside Russell. Exum outside. Again, the miss by Dallas. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Atlanta on top. They're up by 10. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Mavericks trail by 10. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter. Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. Dante Exum is out there with Najee Marshall. And it's Christie in at the 3 slot. The 3 from Washington. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got 4 rebounds in the game. Alexander Walker, the pass to Krejci. Picked up by Okongwu. Kennard way outside. Misses the three.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Christie passes to Exum. To the paint. Here's Christie. The shot from the low post is good.
Well, that time he got the defense off balance with the well-timed pump fake. Nice work.
About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Kennard passes to Okongwu. He misses the free throw. So for Dallas, Hardy comes in for Exum, and Williams is subbed in for Christie. And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time.
Rare sight. How often does he fail to capitalize at the line?
Williams passes to Washington. Gafford with a screen on Okongwu. Washington drives in. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. The Hawks making a switch here. Roddy's checked in. Prosper's checked in for the Mavericks. Christie comes in for Hardy. Atlanta leading by 8. Here's Bufkin. Pass to Roddy. Okongwu, a screen on Washington. Here's Roddy. Outside, Alexander Walker. And Atlanta misses again.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Here's Christie, defended by Kennard. Here's Marshall. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
He took the contact and had an opportunity to drain it.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Martin, he's checked in for Dallas. No good on the second free throw. The Hawks lead by 7. Here's Bufkin. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Shot clock at 6. Kennard finds Okongwu. Gafford grabs the miss.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Gay's checked in for Atlanta. Young comes in for Bufkin. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Good on both. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Martin against Kennard. Left side, Young. Outside, Alexander Walker. And they recover it. With some arc. Fearless from Young inside.
Nice work inside from Young. Not afraid of trying his luck down there.
Martin outside. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Davis from long range. Knocks it down from distance.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Kennard outside. Jacks up a three. Connects from downtown. Kennard's got his first 3 points of the game.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Now here's Martin. Inside. Here's Washington. And Washington powers it through.
Boy, we're going to see lots of those. Washington can really get up. He's got a little main streak in him, too, which I like.
Pass to Young from deep three-point land. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Marshall passes to Washington. Washington a screen. Here's Marshall. Outside Davis. 4 on the clock. The 3 from Washington. Gay with a rebound.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Young, the pass to Kennard. Launches it from deep. The shot comes out. Mavericks trail by 5. Here's Marshall. Pass to Gafford. Outside Davis. Davis drawing the double team. Now Washington. The 3 is up. He buries it from 3.
Pressure gets to some people, bothers them, but not Washington. Tremendous concentration in that big moment.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. A big group substitution here for Atlanta. Porzingis has checked in for Okongwu. Johnson comes in for Gay. Risache, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Daniels is subbed in for Kennard. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. He was very passionately telling his team, don't give them an inch when they have the ball. This game is going to come down to defense. I need you guys to work hard and close this one out. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie. So it's Atlanta now, after the basket by Dallas. And here's Johnson. Porzingis with a screen on Davis. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Derek Lively.
And, you know, given his height, it's really tough to affect his shot without fouling. So Porzingis is a tall task for defenders, pun intended.
And he knocks down the first one.
What impresses me most about Porzingis is how versatile he is. I love that about a big man who does a little bit of everything.
Both free throws good from Porzingis.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
Thompson outside. Outside Davis. Shoots a fadeaway. Great D that time from Porzingis. The Hawks leading. Outside Young. Porzingis high post. Deflected. And now the Mavs on the run. The 3 from Russell. Counted from distance. And the Mavericks lead by 1. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Dallas?
Well, you have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks too.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Here's Risache, and the shot goes.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
And so it's Dallas with it, following the score by Atlanta.
When a guy has a 7'6" wingspan like Porzingis does, it's just tough to get away from him or get by him. That allows him to block a lot of shots.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
.124 left in the game. Davis, the pass to Lively. 6 to shoot. There's the triple. The rebound by Atlanta. Young's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Daniels. Porzingis with a screen on Thompson. They kick it out to Porzingis. Off target with the 3.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Here's Davis. And he buries it.
Watch out. Anthony Davis has caught fire.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Here's Daniels. Left side, Young. That one is off. Good work defensively by Russell. Here's Lively. Money!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. And so it's Atlanta with it. They trail by 3. Young misses.
He's fallen into a bit of a slump this quarter. How quickly things can turn. And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
23 seconds left in the 4th.
Clever, crafty defense. He saw that pass coming before it was even made.
And how about Daniels embracing the spotlight? He loves hitting these big-time shots.
Shoot 2.
On the first, and that'll put him up 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Couldn't have asked for anything better there. Only a 3 can tie it now.
Here's Young. Pass to Risache from deep 3-point land. The three won't fall. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. No good as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he does get the second one. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. Young with it. Can't connect. And so the big win by Dallas in a tight game. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, AD, it was close, but you got it done. What did you see out there tonight?
Our defense took a night off. You know, we wasn't as great defensively as we usually are, and we were able to stay in the game, but we were able to get some stops down the end of the game and able to come out with the win. But we have to do a better job defensively. Ultimately, we get the win, and you know, we can't be upset with ourselves, but you know, we can get better.
Never satisfied with just a win. Thanks, AD.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. And now, time for our player of the game, Anthony Davis.